to thank you. So this is, look over there, look at us. By the way, there's 3,000 people right there that have to get in. Should we start without them? Yes, yes. That's amazing. So this is the biggest crowd of the political season by far. We have 30,000 people. 30,000. Amazing. 30,000 people. I just want to thank everybody. And you know, we have a lot of folks, the Huntsville, Madison area, this whole area, really thriving. You do know that, right? Really thriving. It's doing well. And you know, we're going to keep that space program going, folks. It's got to keep going. We'll be doing a lot of cutting, but when it comes to that, I have to tell you, we're going to be keeping it going. I want to thank the Benghazi guys. You met them, you saw them. So incredible. Guts, courage. They know what happened. Amazing guys. So I want to just thank Mark and John very much for being here today. That was amazing. Amazing. You know, I was saying that I have a little surprise, okay? I have a little surprise for you today. And, you know, over the years, I've developed a lot of friendships. And some people are good, and some people are okay, and some people are lousy, right? And some people are great. But I was so honored because I have a man who's respected by everybody here, greatly respected, and somebody that I have a lot of respect for. He's really the expert, as far as I'm concerned, on borders, on so many different things. But when I think of myself now, and when I think of us, we want strong borders. We want the wall. We have a case where, as you saw, former President Fox of Mexico used a horrible, horrible word. Now, if I would have used that word, it would have been a big story. He used it, that wasn't the story. The story was that he's very angry. And the reason he's angry is because he said, we will not pay for that wall. And when these dishonest people called me, the press, they are so dishonest, it is terrible. But when they called me, you know what I said? The wall just got 10 feet higher. We love it. Just got 10 feet higher, folks, believe me. And you know, his anger, you saw the anger, right? That was anger. That wasn't really about the wall. That was, how dare you tell us what to do? We are your bosses, okay? They think they are our bosses. Doesn't work that way, folks. Doesn't work that way anymore. It's not going to work that way anymore, okay? It's not going to work that way. So I just want to tell you, we're going to build that wall. It's going to work. We're going to have a strong border. People are going to come into our country, but they're going to come in legally. Only legally. So when I talk about immigration and when I talk about illegal immigration and all the problems with crime and everything else, I think of a great man, and I want to just introduce you to him for a second. You know who I'm talking about? Who am I talking about? Nobody knows right now because we've kept it a surprise. Senator Jeff Sessions. This is. I told Donald Trump, this isn't a campaign, this is a movement. Look at what's happening. The American people are not happy with their government. So some say, you know, you just need to let the people calm down a little bit and they'll forget it. Let it all go. Should we forget it? No, we should not. There is an opportunity this year, Tuesday, and we have the opportunity. We have an opportunity
opportunity Tuesday. It may be the last opportunity we have for the people's voice to be heard. You have asked for 30 years, and politicians have promised for 30 years to fix illegal immigration. Have they done it? Donald Trump will do it. If you will. And let me... The American people have known for years these trade agreements have not been working for them. We now have, and we'll soon have, a vote on the Trans-Pacific Partnership Obama trade, and it will damage America. It will create a commission that undermines our sovereignty, and it should not pass. Donald Trump, when he gets elected president, will see it does not pass. This movement, he doesn't take money from political groups and lobbyists. He is committed to leading this country in an effective way. You know, nobody is perfect. We can't have everything, can we, Mr. Trump? But I can tell you one thing. I think at this time, in my opinion, my best judgment, at this time in American history, we need to make America great again. All right. Thank you all. I am pleased to endorse Donald Trump for the presidency of the United States. I believe that we're on a lead. Our movement is afoot that must not fade away. It has the potential to have the American people's voices heard for change. The bosses are you. People in Washington are public servants. They serve you. And we haven't had enough of that. Donald Trump, great to have you in one of the greatest cities in the whole world. The Huntsville, Madison area is fabulous. We have maybe more PhDs per capita than any place in the country. We got the best corporate leadership of all over the world. Investing here and hiring people here is what we need for all of America. I'm proud to have you with us. God bless. Wow, so great. That is so great. You know, he's an incredible guy. Thank you. Get him out of here, will you? Thank you. Boy, oh boy, never fails. But you know, again, I say it all the time. Now the cameras, they follow that. They know how many people. The all-time record, look over there. Hey, cameras, take a look over here. Take a look. Unbelievable. 32,000 people. This is amazing. And by the way, look
Why can't they come in? Fire department, let them in. Let them in. You've got thousands of people over there. Let them in if you can. All right. So look, first of all, that's the first time that Senator Sessions has ever endorsed. That's to me a big deal. So we've had some interesting times and together. You know, Time Magazine a couple of weeks ago, they did a cover story that this is a movement. This isn't me. We're going to run it smart instead of dumb. There's never been a time where we've made so many decisions that have been so wrong, whether it's the Iran deal, the borders, like Swiss cheese. We are going to be so competent. You're going to be so proud of your president. Believe me, you're not proud now, but you're going to be proud of your president. So, over the last period of couple of weeks, nasty things are said, right? Nasty things. Now, Marco's a lightweight, but so many. This guy. I mean, when you're up 20 points in Florida, we're up. The guy, they hate him in Florida. He can't be elected dog catcher in Florida. This guy, you know, I call him Little Marco. He's a nice guy. But you know, I watched. You saw yesterday. I got the endorsement of Chris Christie. Tough guy, good guy, smart, wonderful guy. And he was so enthusiastic. But I watched, when Chris was running, I watched something I don't see often. I watched a man melt in front of me. Chris started grilling lightweight Marco Rubio. And Marco was standing right here, right next to me during the debate, the one before last. And Chris went into him, and I thought it was okay. He mentioned the Obama phrase once. Then he mentioned it a second time. I said, that's strange. And then I noticed he was like pouring water. He was sweating. I've never seen anything like it. I thought he just got out of a swimming pool with his suit on. I said, what's going on? And I'm saying to myself, I hope he's okay. Folks, look, we have to love everybody. All lives matter. Remember, all lives matter. So, we'll have these little interruptions. So, you know, when you have 32, now it's 35 because it started. When you have 35,000 people, if you have a few protesters, I guess that sort of has to happen, right? So I'm looking at little Marco and I say, man, there's something happening with him. And he's like melting. Then he said the phrase a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. I said, he's just melted down. That's really bad. Then I get ready. You know, I'm a strong guy, believe it or not. I get ready and I think he's going to faint. Now, we don't need a fainter to negotiate with China and Putin. We don't need a fainter to knock the hell out of ISIS, do we? We don't need a faker. We don't need a guy who's sweating and scared, and I never saw anything like it. So, that's it. Now he wants to act like a big man. Oh, Trump's a con man. Trump's a con man. I'm a con man. I built an incredible business. I filed papers with the federal elections that are so unbelievable. And believe me, if they weren't unbelievable, I wouldn't be here right now. And these guys would have never, ever, they could not believe how great a company I built. And I got to listen to this guy to this guy that took money to build a driveway, and when they caught him, he said, oh, let me reimburse, I used the wrong credit card, right? Took it out of the Republican Party. When you look at what he's done, he takes a house. He buys a house for $178,000 or so. He sells it to a lobbyist for $380,000. A lobbyist